There's a dog that moved next door and he is the freaking cutest thing ever. David and I are just like obsessed with him. We just want to go over there and steal him and hug him. He's so cute. What is up, my beautiful friends? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we got another vlog for you guys and it is the morning. Dave and I just woke up. We had some coffee and now we're about to have some brekkie. I wanted to update you guys about my twitchy eye. If you guys didn't watch last week's vlog, I talked about my eye twitch problem. And if you didn't watch it, go check it out. It's linked down below or on my channel. And so I've been having an issue for weeks now. I only talked about it last week, but it's been like 5 weeks that I've had this issue with my eye that is like continuously twitching. It was twitching for every day for like 5 weeks and it was driving me nuts. And so finally I made the decision. I thought my eye was twitching because of stress, because I don't drink coffee, I get enough sleep and all that jazz. And I was like, why is my eye twitching? So I thought like, because I have tightness here, that it was causing tightness in my face, thus causing tightness in my eye. So I figured that I would stop doing WODs and stop doing heavy lifting as a result to hope to reduce the stress in my eye. Come to find out, yesterday, after 5 weeks, yesterday, I read something that actual like dryness in your eyes can cause twitching. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if my eyes are dry. But I was like, there's no way that my eyes are dry. Like, I've never had issues with dry eyes. And then I cried. It sounds really sad, but I cried. And it actually helped my eye a little bit. The twitching really like reduced a lot. And I was like, oh, maybe my eye is actually dry and I need to get eye drops because it might help the twitching in my eye. So yesterday, got some eye drops and it's pretty much helped my eye so much. Like my eye has reduced twitching significantly and it only took me 5 weeks to figure out why my eye was twitching. So yeah. So in the end, I have a twitchy eye because my eyes are dry, and apparently air conditioning causes dryness in the air and it causes dry eyes. I read that apparently. And we've had our AC on quite a bit this year and quite a bit recently because it's been so hot. So apparently I have dry eyes. Who would have thunk? I had no idea. Just thought I'd let you guys know about that because I feel crazy that I let my eye go on for 5 weeks and I thought it was because of stress, but apparently not. It was all because I got dry eyes. It's hot in here. All right, guys, so Dave and I are actually heading off. We are gonna go hiking this morning, or at least try to. So we're gonna go for a little hike. That's fun. David's gassing up right now. It's so hot in here right now. I'm like literally suffocating. It's hot because there's no air moving in here. But yeah, we're gonna go for a little hike today. Done and we are sweaty. Yeah, it was good. It was fun, actually. It was really nice. It was like kind of like, you know, grounding a bit, like you're in the nature. It's just really nice. So really nice hiking. It was fun. Now time for some food. I am hungry. We are home now. We had a lovely lunch and we are actually, it's a bit later now. We came home and chilled for a bit and now we're actually preparing supper before we go to the gym, because by the time we come back from the gym, it just takes too long to prepare. David's making a tomato and basil soup, which is gonna be delicious. I'm so excited. We have fresh basil from the garden, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm making some lovely potato wedges, which are delicious. is up, guys? I wanted to come on here and show you guys, hello Blondie, yes, I wanted to show you guys my workout, talk to you guys about my accessory workout. As you guys know, in the past week I've actually been doing more accessory work rather than just doing WODs, which is good, and I find that it actually helped me quite a bit in my workouts and making me stronger, and I really did thoroughly enjoy it. I was a little hesitant and I was a little upset that I wasn't going to be lifting heavy or doing intense WODs throughout the week, but I actually was quite happy doing accessory work, so I figured why not share with you guys some of my favorite accessory exercises. And yeah, so without further ado, let's start talking about some accessory work. So this is more accessory work geared towards CrossFit, but this is also really great exercises that you can probably do at home or you can do easily at the gym. Okay, so the first exercise I guess that I filmed, David was actually practicing handstand walks, and I was kind of like, oh, I kind of want to try and see how it goes. So the first exercise you guys see is just me holding handstands. I know how to hold a handstand, but I don't know how to stay in the air. I can hold it for pretty long depending, but I really just want to practice, you know, warming up my handstand first before I decide to try walking. And there were a couple times where I tried to walk, but I can't. And then I had David hold my legs just to get me up in the air and hold me there, and then I actually decided to take a couple steps and it actually worked pretty good. So I was really happy about that. We got it. It wasn't clean, it wasn't great, but it was just kind of fun to do. It wasn't really necessarily an exercise that I was practicing on, but David did really well. And towards the end I just had David hold my legs a little more over my shoulders because I feel like I'm more straight like this. So David was just holding me a little more over my shoulders there and just, you know, getting some strength in those shoulders, all that jazz. Just typical handstand stuff, and I'm really happy for David because he did really good handstand walks. So yeah, and then after that we actually did handstands against the wall. So the first exercise that I did is that I went up against the wall, and then it was exercise to bring both your feet down at the same time, and you're supposed to be strong enough to bring them back up. I'm not strong enough yet, so this is a great core exercise and good for obviously your shoulders and your arms because it's a handstand. So I was just bringing them down, and then I would come out of it not pretty to say the least, and then I would go set back up and then bring my feet back down. It's a great exercise, it's a good start, and that's pretty much what I did. And then after that we took 2 plates and we decided to do handstands, and we want to move our hands onto the plate, so it's a good way to practice strength in your shoulders and in your arms for handstands. This is great for handstand walks and just handstands in general. So we just had 2 plates, and I was actually surprised. I didn't think that I would be able to move my hands at all because I find I'm not the best in handstands. I can hold them for a decent amount of time, but I can't really move my hands because I just like don't have that strength yet. I was actually surprised I was able to move my hands onto the plates. I had a hard time at first with like shifting my weight on my hands. That's another thing when you're doing those, is that it's like really hard to shift your weight. It was a little weird at first, so I'd get my hand on one plate but not be able to get my hand on the other one because my weight would go weird and then I'd fall. But eventually I managed to get it. I had David hold my legs just a couple of times just so I could get used to the feeling, just moving my hands onto the plates. David's in the background if you guys are wondering. And so eventually I managed to get it without him, and I was actually quite happy about that. And it's actually one of my favorite exercises to do now because it's actually really hard and challenging, but it's fun. And then after that I did some overhead squats. So I just took the TRX kind of straps and put my hands through and kept them wide. It wasn't necessarily like holding a bar, it was more like this rather than holding a bar. This just really helps with back mobility, arm mobility, and strengthening your arms without necessarily having weight in your hands. It's really just actually challenging. So I did that, and then with that I did a superset of pistol squats holding the TRX straps. So I actually am awkwardly okay at pistol squats, I guess. I can do pistol squats on one leg but not on one of my other legs, so I have a really big imbalance in my legs. So I like to superset the overhead squats with the pistol squats because I'm using the same straps. And so I'll do 5 on each leg and then switch. So I'll do 5 on one leg, 5 on the other, 5 on one, 5 on the other, and do a couple sets like that. And it's actually quite good. So like if you're doing a pistol squat and you can't get back up, you have the TRX straps to help pull you up, and it's just great at strengthening your legs. After that we did some hollow holds and holding the strap as well. This is a great exercise for practicing muscle ups. So you just take an elastic band and you bring it next to your body and you hold it there, and then you do a hollow hold where you bring your shoulders off of the ground and your legs up, and you kind of hold in like a hollow, I guess. And this one you do on the bench because it's just easier with the elastic band. So you hold yourself onto a bench, you bring the band here so you have some resistance, and then you hollow hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Do a couple reps like that, and that's what I did. It's a really great core exercise as well. And then after that, I just did a couple sets of seated pull-ups. I am not the best at pull-ups. We all know that. I need to build my lats, that's for sure. So this is a great lat building exercise. And so I just sit seated and I put my hands wide like I'm doing a pull-up. And then I kind of hollow out. Like normally, like when you're doing a pull-up, you're not fixed up in a straight position. So I'd hollow out, fix myself up, and then pull myself up. So it's just kind of like a little motion that you do that I was doing before to kind of strengthen up. So I'd get my muscles engaged and then pull up, and I'd just keep doing that. So I'd go out, hollow out, muscles engaged, and pull up. So it's just kind of like a little 3-step process that I would do. So those are the exercises that I did. It was just a quick accessory workout. I have other exercises that I do, but these are kind of my like favorite ones and my main ones that I've been practicing to get better pull-ups, handstand walks, all that jazz, you know. It's overall strengthening the body. So these are things, like I said, that you can probably do at home mostly, if not easily do in the gym. So it's a lot of body weight exercise, which is great because a lot of us don't practice body weight exercise in CrossFit. So that is the end of my vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. You guys know where it is. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.